Page 75, the passing parade. Again, it's like a march. Strict march time. I'm not sure what an unstrict march time is. To me, march time is march time. If it's pretty strict as it is. You don't speed up or slow down is I guess what they're saying. And we have the same chord triad thing that we just did in the previous video. I don't want to cover all that again. You can watch the previous video. So that's really what it is, except now they add some melody, like the second line. It's all staccato, and if you want to use fingers, fine, but I'm going to recommend go ahead and use your wrist throughout this whole piece. But if you want practice with finger, this is a good place to do it. Last line, let's look at that, because we've been in this position more or less here throughout. And that last line, or actually it starts out with the fourth line down. The first two measures are okay. Now here, you got to come down here. Well, I don't care for the fingering for that, because the half note would be on second finger. Then they want fourth finger here. You can have a little break in the sound. You can lift up and move. They don't have any phrasing here, but you can get away with it. It's just awkward. So if you would simply change the fingering and put your thumb on the half note D, and if you'd rather play the fourth line there, start with in that position. Just be in D position and play it with thumb. Or play it like they're saying, but when you get to the half note, use thumb. Then you can reach over for the fourth finger. And those notes, in case you're wondering, you know middle C, I hope. And then the next note is a G down there. And then a B flat, D. And you're going to stay down there for the rest of the piece, because you just repeat that type thing. The left hand, you have the marching part, like left, right, left, right. So this is not cut time. This is 4/4 time. So we are doing 1, left, right, left. Second line, third measure. Start out with the thumb here. Don't have to because you're in this position. So you could play the first C in that third measure with second finger because it's there, and then thumb. Because what we're going to do is the C major scale going down. The last two measures of the second line is here. I recommend you do that. Follow my fingering here. The third measure of the second line, it's a 2-1 on the C's. Then I'm going to do a C major scale fingering. And then the third line down, rather than a 2, I'm going to just a regular C fingering. I'm going to use thumb on that. If you were doing a C major scale in multiple octaves, you'd put a thumb on a C. So all I'm doing is that. And then I can go back to their fingering of 2-1. Dynamic wise, starts in F, you got in the second line, you're going to crescendo to fortissimo, FF, very loud. And you're going to stay there to the last line, and then you got that dim molto again, diminuendo a lot, get softer a lot, and the last two measures, again, the arrow means diminuendo, it all means the same, down to a very soft. So you have to plan that out in the last line. You're starting out very loud, and just then maybe in the middle, get softer. They don't say slow down, you're just getting softer. It's like the marching band disappeared off in the distance. Now, left hand, starting with the third line, you see the AVA underneath it, and it just goes on for the rest of the piece. Means you play it an octave lower, so even though it's written here, you're playing it down here. It comes in handy because at the end of the second line, you're going down there. Let's try this out. Common time or 4/4 time, let's just go real slow and check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. So you're starting out here and here. 1, 2, ready, go.